Hi, I'm Nathaniel Cassidy from 3Man Factory.
I'm Tom Stables, also 3Man Factory. I'm the creative director there, and
I'm the managing director, I suppose,
is.
sort of. What we do, graphic, web, PR, marketing, basically in short, we make, we market, we build and we brand things. Well, my role is to go out, find business, to develop the company in terms of the direction, to help manage projects, that sort of thing, and kind of just meddle with what everyone else is doing, really.
Another role at 3Man Factory is in the consultation and workshops that we deliver. Sometimes social media, sometimes online reputation, but often based around the premise of social media for individuals and for businesses and organisations.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that we're working on at the moment is right from sort of web builds, helping people get web presence out there, whether that's companies or individuals. We work with a couple of authors, people like that, right through to kind of consultancy level stuff. So, for example, we work with the university. We've worked with many of the schools here, helping deliver workshops, modules, and one-on-one training with sort of senior executives as well. And it's pretty far-reaching. I think because we sort of interfere with so many aspects of, kind of from the marketing end right through to web development. There's huge changes all the time. Web certainly does.
Web does, and I think as well with social media, we spend an awful lot of time there. Because the platform has developed so fast, grows so fast and changes so fast, not just in terms of look, but in interface design, in privacy, so we've got to keep on top of that. What it means is we get to spend a lot of our time on Facebook and Twitter, which is quite a good way to spend a living, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And in more grounded terms as well as the technology side, things like PR and marketing has revolutionised in the last sort of 3 to 4 years. If you're one of the people who sort of jumped on board with that, like I like to think I am, we've gone from kind of this very old traditional marketing values to something much more fluid, which is about kind of two-way communication. Social media has definitely helped influence that, but it's not totally down to that. It's been a movement in the way that people expect to be marketed and advertised to. As consumers, we're much more savvy than we used to be. I think that has had a huge impact on the way that businesses interact with not only their clients and their customers, but also their own workforce, and everyone who comes into contact with them. Resilience, creativity, perseverance, I would say probably 3 top ones.
Yeah, resilience is a good one, specifically in the creative industries, because as much as we invest a lot of love and time and care and attention in our designs and our work, there are always people who aren't going to like it, and there are always clients who will come back and say it's not what we're looking for, and sometimes they might go somewhere else. But you work hard and you take it on the chin and you develop, and it makes you better, I think.
Yeah, and it's not just and that's sort of creativity, not just in design terms, but in marketing terms, in whatever aspect it is that you're doing. Not every idea that you have is going to gel with the rest of your team, or with the client, as Tom was saying. And it takes, I suppose, it's a bit like going into a sales job. You've got to be fairly tough or fairly resilient for sales, because you're not going to clinch every deal, and to be able to pick yourself up and just keep going and realise that actually sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. It's a really important quality, because it means you can quickly move on to the next task or the next job in hand.
Which I suppose really is adaptability. You need to learn to adapt, and if that means changing your workflow or your approach and things, that's what you need to do.
Yeah, we constantly refine everything that we do. I'm obsessive with sort of changing culture and colour coding things and seeing if magnets will help us, I don't know, improve the way that we do stuff by sticking it all over the walls. But in terms of just like Tom was saying, adapting yourself and constantly evolving, I think that's what's important.